San Francisco is taking further steps towards its promised goal of being a city that runs on 100% renewable energy by 2020. It's now passed a new law that requires all new high-rise buildings from January 1st of next year to use solar energy. Well, this legislation, it covers new buildings that are 10 stories or lower, and the city, it's taking a giant step forward ahead of an existing state law already that says that all new buildings in California must have at least 15% of their roof exposed to sunshine. Well, this commitment that San Francisco made to being a city that runs on 100% renewables by 2020, obviously it's a grand gesture. It's a very highly commendable thing. You've got countries like Costa Rica that we know run on 100% renewables, but they don't have the kind of infrastructure that a city like San Francisco has. In terms of it being such a tech entrepreneurial environment, you have some very forward thinkers in this small, compact city of San Francisco. They're trying to do things that are good for the environment. Now you've got this new law that's been passed January 1st, 2017. All buildings that are 10 stories or less have to run on solar energy. Quite a remarkable step forward, I would say.
Yeah, I agree. It's admirable. I think they're in the privileged position where they can do it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we should detract from the achievement that they have. They're seeking to do it. They are seeking to do it. As you're right, San Francisco is small. It's a small, tiny city. It has the benefit and the privilege of being the tech center of the world, certainly of California. And as a consequence, it has the resources, both financial and intellectual, to be able to pursue this type of policy. But that having been said, the fact that it's the flag bearer, somebody has to be first, somebody has to be the flag bearer. So it's admirable that San Francisco has taken on that mantle.
Yeah, they are certainly setting a precedent here. They are setting themselves up as like an urban demonstration project, as it's been described. But it's interesting that you have this concentration of wealth in this area. And while I think that it's a great thing what a lot of these tech entrepreneurs are doing with their money, and then you have a roll-on effect to environmentalists in a city like San Francisco, which is certainly setting the trends in a lot of these areas, what they're doing to try to help the homeless people, the environment, all sorts. But you have to wonder that with all these new laws coming in for businesses, and it's not just about solar energy, there's also been new legislation that they're trying to pass over, for example, paying both male and female parents of a newborn, a longer-term parental leave, all sorts of new legislations. In a very expensive city already, it's making it that much harder for new businesses, smaller businesses, to survive.
Yeah, it is. That is the counter. That's the flip side. You're right. It is a little bit exclusory. And makes it harder to join for newcomers to come and join the exclusive club, if you will, certainly. But you pay your money, you take your choice. You can't, it's difficult to achieve these things and to have that stated goal of 100% renewables by 2020. That is a short timescale. It's 4 years, less than 4 years away. So in order to do that, yeah, you're going to have to make great strides. This is one of those such initiatives, but you're right, to the extent to new entrepreneurial businesses, it may arguably be too late for them to be able to join.
Yeah, rent is so high in San Francisco anyway. You have to wonder whether all this forward thinking they're doing, as great as it is for humanitarian issues and for the environment, whether it will have in the long term a detrimental effect on businesses surviving that area. But nonetheless, for the environment, it's great news. San Francisco, it is committed to its goal of being 100% renewable by 2020. It's taken another giant leap. January 1st, 2017, all new buildings that are 10 stories or less have to run on solar energy.